Good afternoon. I'd like to call to order the meeting of the Oklahoma City Water Utilities Trust. First order of business is to approve the minutes of the April 24th, 2018 meeting, and I'd recognize a motion to that effect.
Move for approval.
Second.
Moved and seconded. We'll vote. Approved. Next, we have the consent docket. Would like to approve them subject to individual consideration. If someone would make that motion.
Move for approval, subject to individual consideration.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Are there any items that anybody would like to discuss for individual consideration? Seeing none, we'll vote. Approved. Next item of business is the concurrence docket. Recognize a motion for approval.
Move for approval.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any comments? Seeing none, we'll vote. Approved. Other items for individual consideration? Seeing none. Any items from trustees? Seeing none. General Manager, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We have a presentation today on the capital program that was approved to be funded in fiscal year 2018. Nathan Madenwall will give you the update.
Good afternoon, Chairman and Trustees. This presentation kind of builds on the capital plan that we presented to you last docket. What we're going to do is talk a little bit more in depth about what we're doing in our capital plan, where our projects are, and what we've recently done. So we're not focusing on the raw water component as much, but more focusing on what we're doing in town, specifically the Hefner-Draper Portable Water System Interconnect, where we're putting in wastewater relief mains to improve the resiliency of our system, where we're doing our replacement and rehabilitation of mains, lift stations, booster stations, and then what we've done and what we're doing at the treatment plants. So just a quick refresher on the interconnect project. We have two sides of this. We're doing the western interconnection now, and we're going to do the eastern interconnection in the future when we get out past the Atoka pipeline. So on the western interconnect, when we presented to you a couple months ago, we were moving forward with projects. We've since bid two more, so we have three projects in construction, going down Council Road and Overholser Drive. What we're working on in design now is the white segments. We have four of those projects that we're finishing up our final designs now. We want to bid those this summer. The orange project is one that we've just recently contracted with an engineer, so we're expediting design so we can get that out to bid. We want to get all those bid this year, so that way we can take Overholser offline and just utilize the pump station there at Overholser. It's about $40 million in pipelines that we're rushing to get out the door, so we can be a little more resilient. So relief mains on the wastewater side, we're doing these projects due to consent order in the North Canadian Basin. We've had several projects that were listed. We had to get out by a certain timeline. The projects that are shown in red are in construction already. The projects that are in yellow are ones that we're finishing up design, with one segment that we're dealing with some environmental contamination along its alignment, so we're working through that. Looking to get those out in 2019. In the South Canadian Basin, we just recently bid a project for about $4 million. That was one that was identified in our master plan. So contractors are going to start working on that soon. For the replacement and rehabilitation of our mains and booster stations and lift stations, we utilized information from our maintenance folks for booster stations and also master plans. So what we've got shown there on the blue dots are booster stations that we currently have in design. The yellow dot is one that we're looking at getting awarded this coming fiscal year. The red dots that are shown, those are lift stations that we have a contract with. So we'll finish up the design this year, and then we'll get a project out. And then I have a bunch of different colors for where we're doing line segments. So the purple lines where you see those are where we're doing water main construction currently. The blue is what projects that we have in design and we're looking to get out in accordance with our capital plan. And then the green areas are where we're building wastewater mains now, where we're doing replacement projects on that system. And then the red lines are what we have in design so we can get out in fiscal year 19, so that way we can meet the terms of or fulfill the capital improvement plan. So at the treatment plant, you can see here's an aerial of the Draper Water Treatment Plant, and I just want to run through some of the stuff we've recently completed and what we have ongoing, and then what's in design. So the yellow box shows where we've recently completed our emergency generators. That was a $30 million project. It actually involved several projects, and we did that through some grant funding. We just completed that, so that will allow the plant to operate if we lose power. The residuals handling facility, that was a $23 million project. We completed that in February. That'll allow us to, rather than let it go to Laguna Dry, we'll be able to process those and get the solids out. We're working on the new low-lift pump station over near the dam. That allows us to pull more water from the lake should the lake levels go down. It allows the plant to operate at its normal capacity. And then we're in expedited design for the clear wells that you see in the red box on the north side of the site. It's a $50 million project for 10 million gallons worth of storage. We're expediting that design so we can get that bid this summer and get that project completed in 2021. At the Hefner Water Treatment Plant, we have a couple projects under construction. Then we're also doing a low-lift station there to provide water to get to the plant for treatment. We're just about complete with the residuals facility, which is a $35 million, so similar to the Draper plant. What that does is it processes it rather than it go to a lagoon. We're able to haul it off quicker, and it's less hauling we have to do. And then we have two projects that we're moving forward in design. Lime system upgrades. We've just on this docket authorized to negotiate a contract with the consultant. We want to get that hopefully awarded in 2021 and complete the following year. And then ozone system upgrades so we can make sure we're able to provide the right dose of ozone coming into the plant depending on water quality coming in. Lime system is about $25 million and ozone is $23 million. And then for the wastewater treatment plants, we're doing work at all four of our major plants. The South Canadian one's the large one that we're doing an expansion for that, and also increasing treatment capabilities to meet our new discharge permit, $60 million. On the north side, we're doing Deer and Chisholm, various improvements that were identified through our operators and consultants. And then at North Canadian, we're going to have to do quite a bit of work on the electrical system, about $25 million, and we want to get the design started for that in 2019. So this is just a quick summary of some of the stuff we're working on, what we've recently done, and what we're looking to get done in 2019. So I'd be happy to address any questions you guys might have.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's all I have, Mr. Chairman.
Are there any citizens to be heard? Seeing none, we're adjourned.